Learning objectives. After completing this module, learners will be able to describe what gender equality is, define and understand gender discrimination continues to be it is prevalent in India and compare with other parts of the world. List and know about how housework is being considered of low value although it is physically demanding. Describe and understand the ways in which the government in India is trying to implement schemes for looking after children. Growing up as boys and girls. Introduction. What is identity? Identity is the persona of the individual created by her or his own characteristics, physical, mental, and emotional. Gender indicates the various social values and stereotypes that our culture attached to the biological distinction, male and female. This makes us think that the roles we see men and women around us play are fixed and natural. It also helps us to understand how and why inequalities and unfair power relations between men and women exist in society. Boys and girls in societies grow up differently. Very early on in life, there are clear distinctions made between the two. While being a boy or a girl is important to our identity, most of us think that our identity is created by our gender alone and there is no scope for role reversal. However, this is not true. In 1960s in Samoa Islands, for example, boys till the age of 9 helped their sisters to look after younger siblings at home. Thereafter, they would go out to join the older boys for fishing or planting coconuts. But the girls would continue to stay at home and look after the young ones. They would cook and wash and clean the households too. These were specific tasks for specific genders. However, after the age of 14, the girls would join in the outdoor jobs and learn to weave baskets, do fishing, etc. Cooking would be done in special preparation houses. Mainly by the boys, and the girls would help in the preparations. Thus, roles were reversed. Consider, for example, in a semi-urban city in India, at an early age, when deep impressions can be formed, they are given distinct kinds of toys to play with. By the evenings, boys can be seen playing on the streets, while girls can be seen coming back from school. Streets are crowded. Girls hurry back to their homes in groups as they are afraid of getting teased or attacked. How societies treat women. Societies assign different values to the roles men and women play and the work they do, and this becomes a basis for inequality and discrimination. Done primarily by women, either housewives or domestic workers, thus housework is often not recognized as work and therefore not considered worthy and of value. A housewife is thus not considered a working woman. Many homes in towns and cities employ domestic workers. Their heavy physical work includes tasks such as sweeping and cleaning, washing clothes and dishes, cooking, looking after young children or the elderly. These domestic workers are women or young boys or girls. This work is valued low, hence the wages are also low. A domestic worker puts in anywhere between 5 to 12 hours of hard work. Despite this, they are not much respected. While in both rural and urban areas, women and girls fetch water, in rural areas, women and girls carry heavy head loads for firewoods. Housework and caregiving is also very time-consuming and not given its due worth. Our Constitution, enshrining equality, says that being male or female should not become a reason for discrimination. However, in reality, inequality between the sexes does exist. The government has therefore committed to understanding the reasons for this and taking immediate steps to remedy the situation. For instance, it recognizes that burden of child care and housework falls on women and girls. It has hence set up Anganwadis or childcare centers in several villages. It has also passed laws that make it mandatory for organizations that have more than 30 women employees to provide creche facilities to help women perform their work conveniently. Summary. Let us summarize what we have learned. Women feel insecure because they encounter various forms of discrimination. Our Constitution, enshrining equality, says that being male or female should not become a reason for discrimination. However, in reality in India, inequality between the sexes does exist. Gender indicates the various social values and stereotypes that our cultures attach to the biological distinction male and female. This makes us think that the roles we see men and women around us play are fixed and natural. Boys and girls in societies grow up differently. Very early on in life, there are clear distinctions made between the two. While being a boy or a girl is important to our identity, most of us think that our identity is created by our gender alone and there is no scope for role reversal. However, this is not true. Done primarily by women, either housewives or domestic workers, thus housewife and caregiving, it's not often recognized as work and time-consuming, therefore not considered worthy and of value. The government is therefore taking immediate steps to remedy the situation by providing amenities such as Anganwadis and childcare centers. It has also passed laws that make it mandatory for organizations that have more than 30 women employees to provide creche facilities to help women perform their work conveniently.